Hello model building fans. What you're looking at here is a model I built a few years ago. It's called Stoned Hoods and Crooks by Van Franco. I do not know who that is or what he's created, but he's involved in the creation of this model kit. I do not know if this is a re-release of a vintage model kit or it's a new mold altogether. Somehow I think, looking at it, I do think it's a new creation by Moebius, who puts out pretty great models in general. So I think this might be a recent creation. So this is my version of it. This is what I did with it. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. The box has all kinds of examples and what you can do. And if you go online, you're going to find a lot of people who've done some pretty amazing things with it. But when I did it, I was very interested in the, primer gray, just a weekend warrior dragster guy who he's more interested in what's under the hood than what it looks like on the outside. And that's kind of what I did with it. I didn't do a great deal of modification to it. In fact, I can't remember what I did do. I may have added this little cap there, I think, for the radiator. But for the most part, it's just directly out of the box and use some weathering techniques and put it together, and it came out really nice. It kind of reminds me of Mad Max here, this engine here with that blower. So kind of thought about that when I put that together. And of course, it's one I like because I like these monsters. I like these dragsters that have these monsters, and you can see inside there, as always. Got to get that face right when you're dealing with monsters. So that's kind of how I did this. I used a Tamiya weathering to give it, some of this rust and look. I did put the spark plug wires on there, which I think really sell it, and it's not hard to do. And I just put a little distributor cap on the back there and ran those wires. And it came out pretty good. Paint job's pretty solid. It's just primer gray, and I used the acrylics to paint the monster. I didn't do great on some of the seams. You can see some seams on the knuckles I should have done better on, but I'm still pretty happy with it. I would give it an A for what I can build. And my detailing's pretty solid on it. Let's take a look at the undercarriage. Undercarriage is a lot of fun. I didn't really do anything with it. I can tell here I did put styrene on the back of the tires. I don't like them to look hollow, so I usually will go ahead and do that, just because I just think it looks better. It looks like I did it on both the front and the back. So I can see here I took a little silver tape, that you use for for your ductwork in your furnace. I got some of that, and I find that I can do a lot of stuff like that. Fun stuff with that. So to give it the firewall's got a little chrome look to it, so I think that looks neat. I like the way the fire is going out of the exhaust pipes underneath there. I think that's really neat. This is a really fun kit. I guess there's a couple of more. I need to track them down, but this is the only one I've built, and I really enjoyed it. I just like these fantasy kits. I just think they're a blast to build, and they're really fun. And of course, it's like anything, you can make them your own. And when you make it your own, that's probably the most important thing about model building. I don't really see anybody online who's building what I would consider, straight up, models. Almost everybody adds something to it. So this is what I added to it. I would encourage you to go on YouTube. I've seen several of these that are just magnificent. I've seen them with lights. I've seen them just tricked out all the way with all the decals and all that, and, high gloss paint jobs, and it's just pretty fantastic builds. It's easy to go together. It's definitely one. If you can control the glue, you can put this model kit together. So be a great one for young kids. Great one for parents to work on with their son or daughter, and make a fun, good kit. It's just a lot of fun. Great kit. It's called Stoned Hoods and Crooks by Van Franco. It's all plastic, put out by Moebius. I think it's still available on Amazon. and I would highly recommend it. I think you'll enjoy it. As always, remember, model building is forever. Build some models. Let's get more young people involved in this hobby so the model kits won't be so expensive.